So if you want to suffer, compare this moment with your image or idea or concept of how this moment should be. Because the thing about this moment, this present experience right now, is that it's never, ever, ever going to match up to an image. You know, the image of how you thought this moment would be, or how you thought life would be right now. We have so many dreams of how we think life should be or how we think life will be. And so what we always seem to be doing is comparing this moment. So these present thoughts, these sensations, these feelings, these sounds, this actual moment right now, we compare this with our image, with an image of how this moment should be. So the mind or thought is always saying, well, this thought shouldn't be here, or this sensation shouldn't be here, or this feeling shouldn't be here. Like this moment doesn't match my idea of how this moment would be. This moment doesn't match my dream. Life doesn't match my dream of how life should be. And it's almost like the gap between how life actually is right now in this moment, the gap between that and the image. That's what we might call suffering. You know, and then what we always seem to do is blame the moment or blame life. And we say, no, the image is true. Life was supposed to be like this because this is what I've learned and this is what I've been taught. And this is what my parents taught me and this is what my teachers taught me. This is what my spiritual gurus taught me. This is how it was supposed to look. But inevitably it doesn't look like that because life is too vast, it's too huge, it's too alive to ever touch the image. Life, I sometimes speak of life, it's like a bonfire, it's like a fire that just burns up any image that you have of how this moment should be. So, you know, in a million different ways, in a way life is, it's not matching up to our dream, it's not matching up to our image, which is a wonderful thing because who wants to live in images? Who wants to live in dreams? Who wants to live in concepts of how things should be? You know, and however much we would love things to be a certain way, however much we would love this moment to look different, however much we would love our lives to be different than they are. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with wanting that or wishing that. That's a very natural part of experience as well as wishing and wanting and hoping. But the fact is, in this moment, this is how it is. This is how it is. You know, these thoughts, these sensations, these feelings, these waves in the ocean. I often speak of the waves in the ocean. These are the waves, these thoughts, these sensations, these feelings, these sounds. These are the waves that are appearing right now. This is the ocean appearing. The ocean isn't going to look any different. It's not supposed to look different. This is how the ocean is manifesting right now. So we always seem to be at war with life. It's like we're saying, you know, I know better. I know better than what is. You know, I know better than life. I know that things should have been different. I know that this moment should have been different. And of course we can't. We can't know. However much we think we know, we can't know. Life is too vast. It's too vast for mind. It's too vast for thought to comprehend or to control. You see, we're trying so hard to control life, to control this moment. So, you know, it's very humbling. I speak a lot about humility. It's very humbling to realize that your dream of how this moment should be or how this moment should have been, your idea, your image, wasn't true. You know, it's like, I often speak as well about the link between humiliation and humility. So humiliation is like, oh God, you know, what's wrong with me? I thought it was supposed to be different. I was wrong. Oh, it's so humiliating. It's like life is humiliating me. Because I had hoped, I had dreamed, I had wanted, I had wished, I had planned that this pain shouldn't be here. Or this sadness, I didn't plan this sadness, I didn't plan this fear, I didn't plan these thoughts, I didn't plan this moment. So to thought, to the mind, to the ego, whatever you want to call it, to the illusory self, it's quite humiliating in a way. Suffering, you could actually say that suffering is a kind of humiliation. I mean, maybe suffering is just another word for humiliation. Our dreams, our plans, our concepts, our images of how this moment should have been, or how this moment should be, those images are humiliated. Life says, actually, no, it's like this now. This is it. This is how it is. Whether you like it or not, in this moment, this is how it is. It's this. It's these waves. It's these thoughts, these sensations, these feelings. This is how it is. So to the mind, it's kind of humiliating, because I thought I knew, and I never knew. I didn't know. I thought I was in control, and I'm not in control. So then the response can be, what's wrong with me, and humiliation. But actually, looking deeper, you go look deep enough into humiliation and you find humility. It's funny, the words are actually from the same root, humiliation, humility. The Greek word humus, I think, which means ground or earth. So there's such humility actually in realizing that no, you weren't in control, and that's a wonderful thing. That's liberating. That's not a sign of your terrible failure. That's actually the way of things. It's the truth of things, that you're not in control. That you didn't know. You thought you knew, and you didn't know. So there's a real humility there. That you're not in control of life. That you are not God. That you are not the one who is creating all of this. You're not the one who is doing all of this. You're not the doer. So it can start off as humiliation, but actually, in a sense, humiliation deeply accepted, when we don't run away from our humiliation, we don't turn our backs on it, we don't go into the whole story of it, we just face it. We face the fact that we don't know. We face the fact that we're not in control. In the midst of that, we find this incredible humility in the face of life. That it's not under our control, and we are not the doer. You're not the one who made this moment happen. You're not the one who created these thoughts, these sensations, these feelings there. And as I've said in previous videos, you're not even the one who allows this moment, or who doesn't allow this moment. You're not the one who accepts this moment or rejects this moment. You're not the one who allows life or doesn't allow life. You don't have that power, which is, again, it's great humility there to realize this powerlessness, this total powerlessness in the face of life, which isn't actually a negative thing. It's totally liberating, because that's where the suffering begins, and that's where this exhausting seeking, this search to control, this effort to control life, that's where the whole thing begins. It becomes so exhausting trying to control life, and then constantly being battered by life, constantly trying to hold up the image and trying to make life go the way you want it to. And at some point life kind of brings you to your knees. I can't control this. But it's a wonderful opportunity, really, to just sink deeply into that realization. I can't control this. This isn't under my control. I can't accept this, and I can't reject this. So this is what I mean when I talk about the deepest acceptance. The real acceptance isn't something that you do. It's beyond acceptance and rejection in the way that we normally think about it. The deepest acceptance it's who you already are, in the sense that right now in this moment, no matter what your life circumstances, right now in this moment, these thoughts, these sensations, these feelings, these sounds, these smells, all of these waves arising right now, they're already present. They've already been allowed in, so to speak. These thoughts, the thoughts appearing right now, the sensations appearing right now, the feelings appearing right now, they're already here. That's a miracle, you know. These thoughts, these sensations, these feelings, they are already allowed to be here. In a sense, they've already been allowed in. You've already failed to block out this moment. You've already failed to reject this moment, because this moment is already as it is. So this moment, life comes before you. Life comes before you saying yes or you saying no. Life comes before you accepting or trying to accept, and you rejecting. What is arising in this present moment, what's arising presently, is already allowed. It has already been allowed. What you are has already allowed it. So there's the humility. It goes beyond humiliation. It comes before humiliation. Humiliation is always to do with you being humiliated. Your plans, you and your plans and your thoughts and your dreams and your ideas of how this moment should be being humiliated. So life becomes before that personal humiliation. So there's this humility, which is actually the absence of you. Humility, it's not a quality of a person. It's not, oh, I'm such a humble person. That's different. That's going into the story. So humility is actually the absence of you, the absence of a separate you. It's the recognition of that actually there is no one here to accept or reject. There is only this moment. It's not someone experiencing this moment. It's not someone saying yes or saying no. It's not someone being present or not being present. It comes before all of that. And that's the humility, this total humility and awe, just in the face of life and in the face of this ordinary moment. You know, these sounds and these smells and these tastes and these thoughts and these sensations, and you know, this seemingly ordinary moment, just as it is. You know, this is the real meaning of humility. You know, what I am is not this separate, contracted, individual self on the journey towards somewhere in time, but who I am. You know, when I look right now, I can't find that. All I find is this open space, this capacity. What I am is just this wide open capacity for life. You know, for every thought, every sensation, every feeling, every wave, you know, is allowed in what I am. Every wave is allowed in this vast ocean that I am and that you are. Because in this place we are not two. We never were. I am what you are. So there's the humility. You know, right at the core, right at the heart of life, there is this incredible humility and awe and openness to experience. And I call it the deepest acceptance, and people throughout the ages have called it all kinds of things, but really the words don't matter. The words are just more waves that arise and dissolve in this silence that you are.